Welcome to 2023. Can you freaking believe it? Man, I tell you, 2022 went by in a hurry. Lots of things, good, bad, and ugly in 2022. So if you're just joining me, hey, say what's up in the chat. We're checking to see. I don't see LinkedIn comments yet, but I do see Mark Barton joining us over on LinkedIn. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We appreciate, those of you tune in. So if you're tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, we are live on all the stuff. So let me just make sure everything's working first. So you think I'd never done this before? I appreciate the opportunity to take up your earbuds today on a Friday to have a little kickoff party. I wanted to do this at the beginning of the week, but I'm going to show you a little thing I've been working on. I've been working on a secret project for the last month or so as I prepare for 2023 and just thinking about kind of reviewing the last year and things that have developed for me in my personal life, in my business life. But I've got some big plans for 2023. And if you do as well, give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know that you got some big stuff working in 2023. But if you're just joining me, let me know what your big takeaway from 2022 was. For me, it was my son moved out of the house, so it was a very weird experience for me. My wife and I are now empty nesters. Yes, I'm one and done. I did not want to tempt fate and have more than one. I don't want to be accused of screwing up more than one kid. But he moved out in August, so that was kind of it's kind of a weird dynamic for me, not having a kid around the house and not being daily responsible for somebody besides my wife. Super weird experience. So Robert's joining us over on LinkedIn. He said, yeah, it looks dark. Is it 3 a.m.? I hear you, man. Robert actually replied back on a message the other night when I was on LinkedIn, and it had to have been 3 a.m. for you, buddy. But we appreciate you hanging out and being a longtime supporter of the show. Mark Barton says, yes, he's got huge things coming as well. I'm excited. I think, like I said, 2022 was a weird year because I think we started to come out of COVID. The war in Ukraine broke out in 2022. This was going on almost a year. It was just some weird things. So it was kind of a gut punch as we wanted post-COVID to be here, but unfortunately it's not. People are still getting it. But I think 2021, we were still kind of in lockdown, not in lockdown. People are still getting sick, people still dying, that kind of thing. So 2021 was kind of those weird years for me where we bought this house that I'm in now, built out the studio, lots of home projects for me in 2022, but it was kind of the same thing, that just that work dynamic. I just did not have I don't know how to describe it. It was just a very odd feeling to the year because I wanted things to go back to normal and be back the way they were, but I think, we've all come to that realization that things are not going to go back to the way they were prior to COVID. But now as we roll through into 2023, I started to really get excited in December as I look ahead and we look at what's coming down the pike. Yeah, there's going to be bad things that happen but I think that's the part we can take control of. We have control of what we actually focus our mind and our attention on. And that's what I want to really kind of flesh out for me. Like I said, I just wanted to kick off 2023 with a clean slate. I don't want to take anything from 2022 behind me, other than the fact that I think about those that I helped back in 2023 and I wasn't able to help as many people as I wanted to. And that kind of, it bothers me a little bit over on, my coaching side. I did some private coaching, but I didn't do a whole lot of live streaming out here, connecting with my community. But yeah, that's something that for me that I want to fix for 2023. Now that I don't have any major home repairs or remodel projects, I've got the studio done. I've got things where I want them, kind of dialed in. I'm ready to, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to hit the gas and just let it rip for 2023. But yeah, if you feel the same, let me know what your big goal for 2023 is. Like I said, I don't see the comments coming in from LinkedIn, but I'm watching them. So I know we've got most of our audience over on LinkedIn, and I'm going to do a shout out. I put a post up the other day, and if anybody on LinkedIn is watching this broadcast, please, please, please give Ecamm Live access to the API that we've been waiting for months, so that we can have a two-way conversation when all of us eCammers broadcast and we can actually interact with our LinkedIn audience. So please, if you're an eCammer watching this, sign the petition. I did a post the other day. Let's get LinkedIn, please. Let's rock 2023 and just let us do our thing. Build our audiences, grow community, do that thing. So Mark said he's got CISSP certification. So he's going full depth on cybersecurity certification. So, and that's kind of what I want to talk about too, is being able to, that's part of the secret project that I've been working on the last couple months. I was hoping to launch on Monday, but again, I'm being the tech guy that I am, I've been in there trying to break as many things as I can so that the people I'm trying to help don't run into those issues. But I think, like I said, I just wanted to jump on here on a Friday. Let's get a little music going. I just wanted to jump in on a Friday and just kind of, like I said, just get going and I wanted to do this on Monday. But I want to reconnect with my community that we built through this live stream. So you're going to see a ton more of me in 2023. Hopefully I don't wear your earbuds out or burn your eyeballs out as you see what we've got coming. But anyway, that's what I want to do. My goal this year is to get back to the creativity, get into a rhythm, get in, helping people, and especially with coaching. And that's kind of what I want to, I gave our website a facelift this week. Let me know what you think, orangenomad.com. But that was for me, that was one, December, we worked on this. I wanted a fresh look. We hadn't updated the site since COVID year. I think it was 2020 last time I updated my site. So we went from dark mode to light mode. Again, is my theme for this year is is kind of, kicking off the fog that COVID has left behind, and just, like I said, just let it rip, let the gas go. But I know that there's, a lot of people out of work. A lot of people are wanting to get their side hustles going. A lot of IT providers that I've been able to coach, and I've come up with a way of reaching and being able to have more impact, I hope, is my goal with the things we've got planned for this year. Let me know if that music's too loud too. So it just helps me think. Otherwise I get on here and ramble. I didn't really have an agenda for today. Like I said, Doc Rock, man, he's kicking my butt already this month. He and I connected in December, but man, if you've seen some of his work, Sean Boyd, if he's over on LinkedIn, look him up. But he's just rocking the content this year. He's kind of the same thing. I want to make better content. I want to create more content, have a bigger impact on people. And for me, being a lifelong entrepreneur, that is all about helping entrepreneurs. Those of you who are wanting to start a business, or you have a side hustle that you want to turn into a business, this is the year, man. I tell you, I feel like this is it. This is the time to really break through. But if you're like me, I've started and run many businesses, but we get into, at times it feels pretty darn lonely, and that's kind of what I get into on the website here. But my whole thing about running a business is running a calm business. And as you see here, calm's family first. Calm is more independence. Calm is sustainable habits, not that breakneck hustle mode, grind till you're dead mentality. I am so anti hustle culture. But for me, it's all about having fun when you're running a business. That's what it's all about. I want to get back to having fun, being able to enjoy running a business. So again, if you're a startup, you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, I want to be able to help all of you this year. And one of the things that I came up with that we are just launching is my Team Orange coaching community. I'll give you a sneak peek on that here in a minute. But for me, this is all about having a place where we can actually, it's not another membership or a Discord channel or a Facebook page where you just go and you're distracted. I wanted a dedicated place where we can actually learn things together. We can support each other and actually get things done and actually have fun doing it. And that's what I've really feel that I want to end that lonely journey that entrepreneurship is at times. And I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs have felt that way over the last year, especially talking to hundreds of entrepreneurs, hundreds of creators, that we've kind of feel, like I said, that lost in the woods mentality. And let me know if you've kind of felt that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a creator over the last year. But that's what I want to help get that loneliness out and provide, that sense of community. Because, we as business owners, we're a special breed. We entrepreneurs, we are a very unique breed. And there's a lot of people don't understand us, and a lot of people just don't get it. I know I've had a lot of people tell me, hey, you need to get a real job, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you've heard it, or you've tried a business out. Maybe you're stuck, you're overwhelmed, or you're just not having fun. That's what, again, I want to stretch the boundaries of what we can do together. So again, I put together a community where we can do that together, where we can have success together, have fun together, and learn from each other, sidestep all of the mistakes. I've made hundreds of mistakes along the way, running dozens of businesses, but I want to be able to share all of that knowledge with our community. And again, I'm going to flip over here, so give you an inside peek of my Team Orange community. For me, this is all about, like I said, having training together, having discussions together. Again, the full access to all the courses that I offer, weekly, live streams like this, but private live streams where we can go deeper and be able to help and have more impact on more people. That is my goal for 2023. I'm doubling down and focusing on one thing, and this is it. This community, and again, I'm dedicated to keeping it small. I am only taking 200 members. We are not going to have any more than 200 members in this community because I'm part of large communities. I've helped manage and run large communities. But at some point you kind of reach that critical mass where things get lost, where there's just so many conversations going that it's overwhelming. And a lot of, I've tuned out of a lot of communities just because there's so much noise. For me, that's why I'm creating this, where we can level up together in small groups, where we don't have thousands of people in the community. Like I said, we're going to do tons of nice stuff together. We're going to have upcoming calls. We're going to be doing co-working sessions together. Like I said, I've got tons of teaching and courses that are going to be coming out. And especially to our members are going to get that first, because I want to be able to help those people first that are behind our Team Orange community, those people that have supported me on this channel watching this stream. But we're going to have a swipe file. There's just things that I have added that a lot of people have told me would be great. We're going to have those built in, marketing swipe files, human resource. Again, I'm just getting started. I've been collecting these resources, and we're going to put those all in here for you. Canva templates, ClickUp templates, just anything I can do to help speed up that process to help you find success and find joy running your business. That is what I am all about. Let me just go over here. I'm just starting to get our training calendar put together, but we've got, workshop coming up on the 19th, co-working session on the 27th, office hours on the 27th. So a couple things coming up that day, another workshop on the 2nd. Then one of the things that we're going to do together is kind of, I call them a focus sprint. These are kind of 2-week sprints where we all work on a specific challenge inside of our business together, where we provide daily motivation, accountability. That way, you can focus on getting one thing at a time done in your business. And for me, that's important, because when you sit down and you think about all the things we have to do as business owners, it can be overwhelming. So we're going to use these focus sprints every quarter to be able to hone in on specific things in your business that we're going to work on. We're going to do that together. So we're going to have a mix of Q&A, a mix of co-working sessions during those sprints, some office hours where you can just jump on, ask a question, jump off. You don't feel like you've got to stay on for the whole thing. But again, we've got just tons of things coming up. I'm working on some of the tools, getting discounts on some of the tools that I use to run my business. Again, we've got Canva workshops coming up, and you're going to get all the templates ahead of time as well. I'm going to be doing more, ClickUp and Canva tutorials that I'm going to put on my YouTube channel. I just have a ton of things coming up for this year. And like I said, I'm super excited to show you what we've got coming up. Let me see if I can pull up my other calendar here real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything, but if there's something that you think that you would need or want to have for 2023, let me know what that is. Even if I don't provide it, I might be able to connect you with somebody who can get you there. Mark, sorry, I can't help you with CISSP certification. I've been out of the security game for a while. We've got tons of things coming up on the roadmap. Let's see if I can pull this calendar up here quick here. Yeah, I'll move that calendar over here so you can kind of see what we've got going on. Like I said, we've got tons and tons of stuff coming up. This is just the marketing calendar. yeah, like I said, we went into December. Yeah, like I said, office hours. We've got Grobly calls coming up for those of you on the Tech Tribe. The Not an MSP show, which is another podcast that I run with Pete Matheson, Richard Tubb, and Scott Riley. That is coming back in full force next week. As everybody comes back from holiday. So yeah, as you can see, there's just that's January. There's February. Man, like I said, I'm gonna kick it off in high gear this year. Like I said, I've gone through and we've worked on our entire calendar for the whole year. I think we've got, the next sprint's in August. So kind of our back to school kicking in before fourth quarter comes. But as you can see, every single week we've got something going on that'll be inside the community. I'm super excited about what we've got coming up this year. But that's a sneak peek of what I've been, as my friend Nigel says, I've been head down, bum up the last month or so. But you've seen some of the ClickUp tutorials that I put out on my YouTube channel. If you're watching over there, that's just a small snippet of what we've got coming in 2023. But yeah, I mean, member directory. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all the features. I'm going to record a separate video on that as we launch. But again, I'm only taking 200 members. I'm only 200 people along for the ride. That's it. Once those 200 people get clipped, I'm not opening another seat until somebody decides not to renew. I got that from Jay Klaus. He's got a community he's running, and it was a great idea of capping the membership at a small amount. Mark Barton says, yes, he would like my helping. You would like a heaping helping of my help. Mark, I'd love to have you in the community. Again, if you can go to orangenomad.com. Just click on my Team Orange community there. Just pick something that works for you. Like I said, we've got tons of stuff coming up. Regular co-working sessions, quarterly sprints, bi-weekly office hours, swipe file. You get 100% off of all the workshops and courses that are already in there. Let's see here. I'll just give a quick snippet of what you get access to. So yeah, there's all the courses that I have in there right now. There's more to come. And again, those would have cost you several $1,000s just buying all of those courses. But I've got them all available to you right off the bat. We're going to be doing some members only events. Again, I've got some secret guests and some secret things that I've got coming up. A member directory, curated mastermind groups if you're in the VIP or executive package. We're going to be doing secret VIP experiences. Stay tuned for that. And then plus, like I said, if you join, whether it's standard VIP or executive, if you join the standard plan, you're going to get a one-on-one coaching call with me every single quarter. If you're in the VIP, you're going to get monthly coaching calls with me. If you're in our executive, you're going to get weekly coaching calls. And that is in addition to everything else I'm going to be doing for the entire community. And then we've got this planning, again, in-person and two in-person, two virtual exclusive executive retreats. Stay tuned for news on that. But yeah, that's just a snippet of what we're going to have at launch for those founding members. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy that I've been able to help, over a couple thousand entrepreneurs over the last decade since I retired from the IT community, running my own IT business. But I'd love to have you inside the community. So that's my big plans for this year. And again, I'm super excited about it. Kind of nervous about it because a lot of these things, I hold myself to a very high standard of being able to help people move the needle. And I've been able to do that a lot in my private coaching. But what I found, I helped over a dozen MSPs, IT community providers last year, either find happiness and joy in their businesses. Some of them just realized that running an IT business was not for them. So I've actually helped several of them transition, sell their businesses, and move on to something that actually brings them joy. And some of them are starting to teach and create. I had one MSP is now a firefighter. Go figure. I went from firefighting one aspect to another. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's time that we have fun again. I feel like we haven't had a chance to really have fun in business for a couple of years. Maybe it's just me, but I know I can't be the only one that feels that way. Where it just hasn't felt like a whole lot of fun. Just too many Zoom funerals, too many funerals in general. It's just like I said, just life has just been a swift kick in the stomach the last couple years. But yeah, hopefully like I said, we can turn that around and change that in 2023. But if you've got a particular challenge, let me know what that is in the comments. If you're watching this stream after the fact, let me know how I might be able to help. Because like I said, I'm all about helping and doubling down this year on coaching. That's my main thing. I'm gonna do as much coaching as I possibly can and help as many people as I possibly can this year. That is what I'm doubling down on this year. Yeah, let me just check the comments. Like I said, I'm kind of ticked off that LinkedIn comments are not working again. So I'm going to have to go over there and shake some trees with LinkedIn again. But yeah, that's my big news for 2023. Lots coming up. And again, if you'd like to join the community, love to have you. Love to be able to help you. It's just a small snippet of what we got coming. So anyway, I figured, like I said, just jump here on a Friday. It's lunchtime for me. We got another podcast recording this afternoon. So yeah, with some channel vendors, so I'm pretty excited for that. But yeah, if you want to check out orangenomad.com, jump onto our business coaching community. Love to have you there. Love to be able to help do anything I can. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that. Like I said, this was kind of an impromptu live stream on a Friday. But I wanted to, Doc Rock's going to kick my butt. I've got a session with him tomorrow. But yeah, he's been really encouraging all of us as creators to get out there and help more people. So I'm going to take his lead. And again, hopefully some of you can be on the ride along with me this year. So that's going to wrap it for me. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Friday. Robert Gibbons, Mark Barton, who joined me live that I know of. And if you're watching this after the fact on the replay, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on the next stream.